Hey guys, sorry about that. This is Robin with Stamp with Dr. Robin. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in San Diego, California. And guess what? We are starting over because when I tried to put you down, I ended up just totally deleting you, which is not a good thing. So we're starting over again, and I am basically just going to start all over because I'm not quite sure if anybody saw this. So, hi, welcome everybody. This is Robin with Stamp with Dr. Robin, and I am here in San Diego where the sun's trying to poke through, but it has been raining and raining and raining and raining. So, that's a good thing in Southern California. So, to recap what I already said before we really start is we have a wonderful joining special right now, and that is our, usually it's $99 in free shipping and you get $125 worth of product, but right now through the end of February you're going to get $175 worth of product. Or if you want to just add $30 to that, you can get a brand new, this one's not brand new, as you can tell it's well used, mini cut and embossing machine, and you can get it in the white like I have it, or you can get it in the new boho blue. So that's really exciting, and you get all the benefits of 20% off at least through the end of, let me think about this for a minute, at least through the end of July. And if you buy $300 within that time, you get to just keep going. So you don't have to do demonstration. You can just join my team, my Robin's Rowdy team. Thanks for coming back on, Peggy. At least you found me. And my team named themselves because we have lots of fun together. So anyway, today we're going to show you some cards with the Enjoy the Journey suite. So this is a brand new suite in the January through June mini catalog. And hey, Carolyn, thanks for joining. Anyway, as I said, we're going to do Enjoy the Journey suite. And this is a great suite for me and my family because we have done a lot of camping and hiking and such. So I'm going to turn you down so you can see what's going on here. And I'm not sure why on my other phone things are being weird, but I'm hoping you guys can see me or somebody will text me if you can't, because on my phone it's just being weird. So why that is, I don't know. But hi, Kathy. All right, so last time I did this, I lost everybody, so I'm going to be really careful about where my fingers are going this time. Okay, good. So you can see me. So this is the Enjoy the Journey suite. It's on page 58 and 59 in the mini catalog. They have a whole bunch of really pretty samples for you here. I just want to point out one thing. I did not get these little badges because, I don't know, except for the one with the little fire, I wasn't quite sure how I was going to use that. So I'll show you what's in this. All right, so you have the Greatest Journey bundle, and in case you haven't bought anything yet in this new catalog, Stampin' Up listened to us and is now calling the stamp set the same thing as the die set, which to me makes a lot of sense. So as you can see, you get a lot of great sentiments. I love this Mountain of Thanks, and you'll see why it's so appropriate with the paper that it comes with. Anyway, so and a lot of great just sentiments, wishing you, what does this say? Joy in this next adventure. I could see that for a great retirement card. And I love all these little extras that they have in here. And then obviously the die set. What I want to show you on the die set is some of these do cut out, like this was going to cut out this beautiful flower one. Notice the cute little moon. We got some clouds. We have some silhouettes of people. So we have a little person with a lantern, we have a biker, and we have a runner. And notice that those are just silhouettes. They're not in the stamp set at all. And then we have this little thing that looks like it is like a walking stick. And I've seen them just, people cut out this lantern, and then this little hiker person, see they have a backpack on, has a little walking stick. I'm going to try really hard not to lose that because I already almost lost it one time. Okay, so that's the stamp set and the dies. And then we have the paper. So this paper is called Enjoy the Journey Designer Series paper. It has Coastal Cabana in it, Garden Green, Highland Heather, Mango Melody, you'll see in another one, Melon Mambo, Polished Pink, Pumpkin Pie, and Starry Sky. And it has these scenery pictures on one side. This is just like a starry sky. And then the other side has usually some small, you know, that you could use for anything, really. This is, I don't know, this is sort of upside down. So we've got, you know, you could use it like this and just get the clouds. To me, this looks like waves. I love this one here with like sunrise, sunset. Just a pretty background. Hey, Sandy, thanks for watching. We've got lots of mountains. We've got a whole forest of trees. I love this one. This would make some wonderful backgrounds for guys. And then we also have these coordinating twine. And of course, it's going to be hard to open. We've got it in Pumpkin Pie, Garden Green, and Coastal Cabana. And oh, that goes nicely with that, doesn't it? And I love this packet because it's colors that we don't normally have, you know, twine, but especially even ribbon in. So I think that'll go with a lot of stuff. So let's get that out of the way. And make sure you stay to the end too, because besides this card that we're going to make, I have some other cards to show you using this. So I just like that this can make fairly simple cards here, okay, because of how cool the paper is. Hi, Beatrice. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Jerry. We got several people watching. So this is just a 4 by 5 1/4 piece of the Designer Series paper I just showed you. And this, I don't know if you can see, is our very sparkly in color glimmer paper. And I used the Starry Sky one here to cut out the little biker guy. So let's get going with this. So first, let's cut out our little biker guy. And I think I could probably do it on my little mini machine. Oops, maybe not. I think this piece is too big. Whoop. It's only, I think, 3.5 inches, so you gotta have just small stuff, and I didn't cut up that paper, so we'll get our big cut and embossing machine out, which is fine because we're gonna need it for the other piece too. And this is glimmer paper comes in all 5 of the in colors, and the other cool thing about it is that it's not all one color. And I found when I'm using it, I can really, you know, pretend that it's actually different colors that way. So I don't know where my little, oh, here's my little brush. Get all those little pieces out there. I like using this because then this is our take a pick tool, and you can obviously put other little things. I have one that, I actually have 2 of them. I have one that this one with the brush And I keep that always by my cut and embossing machine. And then my other one I keep right here on my desk with the little putty end for picking up things. So I just want to show you a whole piece of that paper so you can really see the gradation from the, this looks more like the actual starry sky, and this one, looks more like Highland Heather. So that's what's cool about it, is you can use it in multiple ways because of that, even in, not these colors. Okay, so the other thing that I want to cut out, you can make a really steep mountain, you can make a not so steep mountain. So let's get our machine back up here and cut that out also. I hope you guys are seeing this okay, because on my other phone where I'm trying to watch, it's just not working at all. So it's looking to me like it's still working on the phone that's recording. So that's the important thing. All right. So there we have our little mountain. Now, of course, you could always just, I suppose, freehand a little mountain, but I think it's so cute that you get to cut one like that. And what I decided to do, and why I'm doing this kind of first, is on this little mountain, if you'll notice over here, I decided it looked kind of blah, just blank. So I took my little Whisper White, and I have a little blob of it right here, and just put a little water into it. Not a ton, just a little water. That's probably too much. And then all you need to do is hit it with something. A pen works great. This works great. And you can get, and you notice it kind of, because it's diluted a little bit, it's settling in and just pretty light there. But isn't that cool? You could also use these for stars. So lots of uses, but I wanted to get that going because it kind of needs to dry a little bit. So I'm going to put that off to the side. All right, so next thing is, this is just, I think this is just, yep, the little part right next to there. We're going to use that for our card front. And that piece of paper is 4 by 5 1/4. And hopefully, yep, looks like we still have room to stamp our sentiment, Mountains of Thanks, and I'm just stamping it in the black. It would also look good if you stamped it and embossed it. Hoping this is straight. It's the only problem with stamping right onto here is you only get one try, but that looks pretty darn good. So let's attach our little bike rider. I almost said him, but he doesn't have to be a him, does he? To the front of our card. And this is Starry Sky, and you notice that I did it this way. So this is our 11" by 4 1/4. I just thought these cards, since there were mountains and such, that, I don't know, they seem like a good one to do this direction. I was telling people when they're using their little liquid glue, see how thin the lines are that I'm doing on there? You don't need gobs of glue. And when you put gobs of glue, what ends up happening is you're going to get glue everywhere. So I decided I wanted this mountain to to actually go all the way across. So you notice that it's 4 1/4. It's not stopping where that paper is. I just thought it gave it a little more heft. It is supposed to be a mountain after all. So down at the bottom. Whoops, that didn't work so well. And then we can put our little person on. Oh, we got one more that didn't come out here. Our little mountain biker person. And I used a bunch of regular as well as mini dimensionals on this. So I'll put a nice big one there, but I think that's kind of the only place I could put a nice big one. Little one on his head. And the other thing you can do with these, even though they are mini already, is you can go and cut them in half. I like to cut them in half when they're still sitting on here. It's just easier than taking them off and doing it. Just make sure that I did have to cut a little bit to make sure that they weren't showing anywhere. I think that's it. All right, little mountain person. How's the weather where you guys are today? Is it raining and windy like it is here? Or maybe you're somewhere where it's snowing. I don't know. So I thought I would put him so he's almost, I don't know, half doing a wheelie maybe. All right. And then we need to do the inside. So we'll bring back our piercing mat here, because this is photopolymer stamps, so they do like that piercing mat. And then we've got, I don't know if you can see these little trees that actually came in this set too. I love discovering new sets and all the little things in there. You know, there's also, I haven't done anything with this yet. I was noticing there's little stars. I guess that could be a sun or a moon. I mean, there's all sorts of cool little side things that you got to take the kind of time to notice on there. So what I'm doing here is this. And then without re-inking, doing it again and again, so we have some little trees that are kind of in the distance there. And that's going to be our inside. This was Orchid Oasis. I decided not to use the Starry Sky because that sometimes is kind of a dark color. So this was a fairly simple card, went together really quickly, and that's just because everything is so beautifully matchy here at Stampin' Up. So that's why I love it, because all the color, you know everything's going to match, everything's going to look good, and you're going to come out with a really great card. So we got our little guys mountain biking in the woods. And then let me show you some other ones that I just made today with this. So on this one, I got our little guy running through the mountains, and this is the back side of one of the papers. Remember I told you watch that little moon, and I put a little wink of Stella on the moon. I'm pretty sure you probably can't see that, but there is some there. And I just hand cut that one out. And again, this mountain is the same little mountain, but I made it a little bigger this time. The little tent, again, that's another one that's not in a stamp. It's just to cut out with a little vellum behind it. Probably can't see, I put a little yellow on there, a little daffodil delight with my blending brush because there's a little light on it. And I just stamped directly on the paper. That's what I love about this paper. And here's our person getting ready to go to his or her little campground for the night. And then I suddenly remembered that when I was working with the country bouquet set last time, I was saying to myself, wow, it's too bad there's not a bike of tulips and flowers. I took the bike that we just used today and I cut the little rider off, and I cut it out of that glimmer paper in the Tahitian Tide, but I used the more lighter colors, so it really does look like the balmy blue. And, you know, I just kept cutting out feet and people until it seemed like it was a bike without a person on it. I probably could have cut the seat a little bit better, but I think it came out pretty cute, and now it kind of matches the bikes on this paper. So I thought that was pretty fun. The other one that I didn't have time to finish, and I was working on it right before I started, was this is the this one with the wildflowers there, and so I haven't quite finished. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that yet. I feel like it needs a little bit of that mountain stuff, or whatever you want to call it, for grass, or maybe I'll just tear some. And this is the new cane embossing folder, and I just took the I think it was the center, you know, between these ones, how it goes all the way across the bottom and the top, and I took the little center part and I used the cane embossing folder on there. So I think that's going to just be a pretty little feminine birthday or some sort of else card. But what do you guys think? Let's put you back up. I really like that this set gives you ways to make masculine cards and feminine cards and flowery cards and lots of little sayings that just seem so appropriate. So hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you back here next Monday at 1 o'clock. And not sure what we're going to be working on then, but it'll be something and it'll be fun. These will all get posted on my blog, stampwithdrrobin.blogspot.com, all the directions for the one we just made, and probably put some, thank you Carolyn and Peggy, some pictures up of some of the other ones. And there'll be some information about how to find that. If you also, I think I forgot to mention too, if you still need a paper share, let me know, or you want to join, let me know. There'll be some links when I get done. Thanks everybody. Bye. Hey, oh Linda, you were on too. Glad you liked them. Bye bye guys.